When I was growing, most of the caregivers I had, they would hear what you had to say, but they would normally give up trying to understand it. And when that happened, you could feel it, and it made you less confident. I didn't know how to ask for things. I didn't know how to connect with other people. I didn't know how to communicate with them. It was just like everyone was a puzzle piece. I like to think of MyGuide as a microphone. It's a microphone for me. It speaks for me. It can help me speak for myself. I benefited a lot from it, showing me how to communicate to the world. It's made a very big difference. I can now talk without using MyGuide 24/7. It basically showed me how to communicate in a way that others would understand. It's almost like a translator. It's taking my words and putting it into words that other people understand. When I needed to talk to someone and MyGuide would communicate to them, it gave me the confidence to try it on my own. And from there, I sort of learned slowly. It's like if a machine could do it, I could probably do it as well. The best part though is the molding, how it can be customized to the user. For example, I don't like it when someone is doing something, for example, loud music or a type of music. I can't exactly ask them to turn it off because they don't know why. They might turn it off, but that's not going to solve it for future problems. But my guide can help me tell them exactly why I want it off and what we can do about it in the future. It could even help you cope with that matter if it can't be fixed. It would tell me, are you hungry? Are you tired? Do you want this? Do you want that? If so, it means this. You should try this and that. It helped me figure that out for myself, and now I can find out on my own because of that. If I need to figure out what's wrong with myself, it asks me which part of my body is hurting, and then it can. I just reincorporated those and ran them on my own without the guide, and it helped me figure out what I needed.
So, for my son's whole life, I had to guess what he's experiencing and what he thinks about that experience. And while he had COVID, I kept asking him if he was okay or if he was having trouble breathing. But he would either answer with yes, no matter what the question was, or he'd make a grunting sound or a whimpering kind of thing he does. And I didn't know if he was hungry or sad or in pain. So once I checked his pulse ox because he was smashing his face up against the screen in his window, in his bedroom window, and his pulse ox was only 91, and I was horrified. And his doctor said that he may have actually been silently suffering for who knows how long from asthma attacks because he had no way of telling me. And maybe that's why he sometimes runs out of the house for no reason. So I did talk to him, and the doctor talked to him, and he just does not think he has asthma or trouble breathing at all. He just says that sometimes he wants fresh air. So, working with the doctor, we decided, okay, that's his way of expressing that he's having trouble breathing. He wants fresh air. So we worked with his MyGuide clinician, and we programmed his device to ask him 4 times throughout the day while he had COVID, do you want fresh air? And we tried with yes and no, and that he didn't respond to that. But then we took a picture of his bedroom window, and he has 2 pictures on the screen. One is it's closed like normal, and the other picture is the window is wide open. So when he tapped the open window button, I would get a notification, and so would his doctor, that said he's having trouble breathing.
After using MyGuide, even after the first year, I started realizing the way it was telling my caregiver stuff when I told it to do something. So I learned from MyGuide. It guided me my way. And it helps without communication skills. It's so much more than just that. They can use it to tell me to do things. They can add guides in there for me. It's asking you on your level. When it's there, you're more eager to do something. Most of the time when I don't want to do something, and it's something that I would enjoy, it's because I'm not familiar with it. I don't know what could happen. But with my guide, I can tell them this is my preference. This is how I like it. And they understand that. And then I'm much happier because I didn't have to say anything and it still got it done my way. It was really perfect. I can now go up to like an ice cream store and order what I want to order. I don't have to maybe think if it's worth asking my caregiver to ask for me or not. I could use that to figure out whether I should take a bus, a plane, a boat even. With my guide, there's nothing looking at you, there's nothing judging you. If you make a mistake, there's no chance that it's gonna jump out and attack you. It's the pressure. I don't like pressure. My
Mm.
guide makes it really easy. When no one is there and a machine is there, then the only one that can do it is a person, and I'm a person, and the My Guide gives me instructions, and I can do that. And sometimes I would also use the My Guide as well, because it tells my caregivers something or what's going on. The guides let them know where I'm at, what I'm doing, so they don't have to be here constantly. I, I like that. I see myself being able to get groceries, being able to order my own pizza, get the pizza, and come back. I see myself actually having a chance at maybe getting a job. It it gave me a lot of confidence. It showed me that I could do things that I never thought I would. It helped me connect with everyone I know. It's really, really good.